Hey everyone, it's Father Time. Jeff Richard, retired American Airlines captain, flying my favorite airplane in the world, a 777. More importantly, it's the PMDG 777-200ER, which just came out a few days ago. Today is May 5th. I think it came out on May 1st. I was unable to fly it due to family obligations, but here I am. I've got a chase plane, the newly minted chase plane for 2020 in cinematic mode here as we get started. And also we are at Payne Field in Everett, Washington, a Boeing factory with the scenery pack from Freaky D. You can get it for free on flightsim.to. Freaky D has recreated his workplace. He actually works right there. He's a Boeing engineer. And with this scenery pack, you get all these Boeing airplanes sitting around. You even get a KC-45 Air Force air refueling tank around the field. All the buildings, the paint shop where they build the wing, which is that colorful building that we originally panned on, but here we are. It's the first flight I'm going to have flown the 200. I've flown the 300 a lot, and we also are going to be using chase plane for the first time. We'll try to work in a little say intentions on our flight from Payne Field up to Vancouver, only because it's a short flight. Here's our flight plan. You can see it's just 116 miles at an altitude of 16,000 feet. Just a short flight up this beautiful coastline into the Vancouver airport. So let's get started. Let's go on inside. Take a look at some of the views we have built here. MCP, FMC, PFD, EFB, lower overhead throttles, radial panel, overwing left, overwing right, and that's the upper overhead. And we even got a co-pilot seat, upper overhead jump seat. These are the ones that are already put in there by chase plane. External spot view, chase view, tail, belly, wingtip left, wingtip right, nose, and then of course the drone. You got a tower view there. There we are, parked way over here. That's a beautiful scenery pack. There's your KC-45s I was talking about. All the different liveries for the different airlines and the different Boeing models. And here you have the B-52 Stratotanker. I do have my drone hooked up too. Trying to get used to some of the settings, a little different from the standard Microsoft Flight Simulator presets. Anyway, we'll go to the external world view of the nearest parking. There we are. Pretty cool. Nearest runway. And I don't know what world camera is. It's a tower view. There's your tower view. World camera. Oh. Okay. Let's get started. Anyway, let's do the interior. We'll get started with the pilot view and go inside and do the pre-flight. Anyway, that's the new chase plane for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. And I do have 2,000 hours on this plane. I retired in September of 2023. Without further ado, let's get this thing started. Cockpit safety check. You get the, before we do that, let's get these ladies and gentlemen coming on board.
Boarding requested.
We'll use some of the things. This is GSX. So we're using GSX place, chase plane, say intentions, PMDG 777. We got it loaded up today. So the fuel control levers are cut off, throttle's idle, first lever's down, speed brakes down, flaps are up. Let's go ahead and set the parking brakes. Gear handles down, wipers are off, and coming to the overhead. See if I can get used to this. We'll turn the batteries on, and they are in fact on. APU power is established as indicated by the on light. APU air is indicated by the auto. So we get the aircraft cooled, got the nav lights on. So we're ready for the people. Turn on the ADARUs. Come down here. We'll turn on the emergency lights for now. Window heat is already on. Let's go down to the box. FMC. Database, you'll notice, is out of date. I cannot figure out how to update it. Maybe you guys can.
Do you want a board crew?
Yeah, let everyone on, please.
Pilot's boarding starting.
And so here's a Navigrass hub. As you can see, we're all updated, but maybe I have to reinstall it. I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with the EFB as far as getting the database. Let's go back over there. We'll check the EFB. Oh, I better, before I do that, guys, let's make sure we do the
Crew
position of
boarding
that.
starting.
Get that started before the 10-minute line goes away.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Okay, guys, that's it. Let's go to the EFB. And take a look at some of the stuff we have here. This is not a complete review, guys. Data from debrief, departure, PAE. I do have my Navigraph
Departure checks completed.
to go.
Bypass pin inserted.
KPAE, weather, ATIS. Nothing just yet. It's a little bit early in the morning here. I've got the time changed. Looks like calm winds. Probably departing to north. Based on that, clear skies. Even I can do this. There's our airport diagram. Get ourselves plugged in. We're parked there. Going to 34 left. So pushback nose right. Alpha 3. On out is what we're anticipating. And our arrival is going to be the Grizzly arrival. Right out of Payne transition. And I think they're landing to the east there at Vancouver right now. Yeah, they plan on 8 right with a Grizz 7 arrival. Anyway, kind of get an overview. Always important to know. Let's get started here. All right, let me see if I can figure out how to get Navigraphs signed in. Get the performance tool clicked up here, 34 left. Import from operational flight plan. Import from operational flight plan. CG is 24. Import weather. 3030 calculate. Get this going. That's good. Just go through some of our other stuff we got here. Ground operations, ground connections, ground service vehicles. Let that all be handled by the maintenance. There we go. It's funny, we have
Your
not
crew
flown
has
this,
boarded.
and yet we have some tires that need servicing. Automatic ground ops, all set. Can remove the chocks because we do have the parking brakes set. Open entry 1. Okay. Left entry 1. Open. There we go.
Passengers boarding
Showing
starting.
open. There we go. They're coming on. Okay, route. Route request. Sim brief. Set payload. Set fuel. Select route. Route requesting. Got all that going. Back to the overhead. It's going to take a little bit of getting used to here. Do the columns. Left, right, left. Oh, looks good.
Good morning.
Master bright. I like to turn the lights all the way up. Just me. The pump's on, not because we haven't selected on, but because the APU is running. Pump automatically comes on. We're in auto. Nav lights are on. We're not going to do any of the tests or anything, guys.
This way, please.
Oh, let's go ahead and MCP it. I don't know. They usually give you 4,000 coming out of here, out of with say intentions, whatever reason. And 343 is the runway heading.
Good morning.
Public clicking.
Good morning.
We're in auto on the bank. Turn on the flight directors.
Hello.
Get this down. V2 is really low. Let's see here. EFB. Look it up. Performance tools.
Hello.
V2 is 136.
Welcome on board.
And we'll put in data,
Good morning.
airport. Looks good.
Hello.
Okay, everything's good. We're going to probably be in a heading select on departure. So we'll go VNAV on the selection. Let's go down here, load.
Hello.
It's loading. Wait for that to activate.
Hello.
KPAE to Vancouver. Route 1 uplink loading.
Hello.
Activate. Execute.
May I see
I'll
your
copy
boarding
the route
pass?
now. I'm going to go to VNAV,
Welcome on board.
descent, forecast, load, wind data, uplink is ready,
May I see
route
your
load, perfinit,
Hello.
into accept. So a few ways selected, thrust limit, TO2, climb 2. I do believe it was 47, was it not? It was 47, then 28, 31, 36.
Good morning.
5, 25.
Hello.
Doesn't like the cruise altitude.
Hello.
Excel altitude is all good there. Menu,
May I see your boarding
FMC. Doesn't like the cruise altitude, but we'll stay at 16. Unable cruise altitude. Thinks we're not going to have
pass?
time.
Hello.
Descent forecast. Thought I did it, but I must have messed something up.
Hello.
Load, get rid of that. All right, so what do we got? Route, departure arrivals, 34 left. Here,
Good morning.
and then arrivals. What do we say? The grid 7, 8 right. 8 right. ILS 8 right. No transition. We're going to transition to PAE here.
May I see your boarding pass?
Unable to cruise again. PAE, that's it. That's the arrival.
Welcome on board.
8 right looks good. And we'll give it a shot here. Okay, so what do we got?
Boarding pass.
We
please.
got the database, which is out of date. We know that. Index, sorry. IDENT. Out of date.
Hello.
Not a problem. Positioning it. All set. Route is all set. We'll copy the route.
Hello.
All the good with grid 7. Go through the legs. Walk through those together. And then
Runway.
we'll make sure our knit is all set.
Hello.
Perfinit is all set. Thrust limit is set 2. 2. Takeoff set. Make them big. Then you check your PFD.
Welcome on
Make
board.
sure they're in pink. Which they are. Okay, and then coming back down the middle, RTO. Nothing to do there. Idle. Not going to check any fire warnings. We're good. So let's get started with the external. Cool. You can fly with a drone on external too. Sorry, I'm getting used to my new drone settings, guys. So let's go some of the external views again. See how they're doing out there. Hello. Looks like they're getting on board. Okay, with that in mind, let's start up say intentions. Let me go through that with you. Using a lot of apps here, huh? I've come a long way.
Hello.
I know you guys know that. New flight. Let it populate. We're going to have to change a few things here. We're going to let's pick identity.
Hello.
American. Yeah, we'll go with American 123, even though we're PMDG colors.
Hello.
I think we're actually Air Canada. What was the name of our flight? Going to Vancouver. Yeah, Air Canada 123. Let's go with that.
Hello.
Air Canada
Welcome on board.
1 Canada 123. Get to go along for the ride, guys. I'd recommend this program. It's pretty darn good. The copy and paste that one in. It's actually Air Canada 123 heavy, but we're not going to worry about that. We'll use debrief call sign. Okay. Headset, Atlas Air. Headset audio device, output device.
This way, please.
Atlas. Looks good.
Good morning.
Controls, got those all set. Multiplayer, just canned and live, just so you know. Just in case you guys use this is how I'm set up. Co-pilot, I've got Sarah, who's professional, and I've got Alejandro, who's also professional. We can check in with them. Hi, Sandra. How you doing today, Sandra? Then we'll go down here to miscellaneous, standard, live weather, preview. Traffic density is off because it is experimental, guys. So we have to have the traffic density off. Even though I'm a partner, I'm not able to demonstrate that. Pretty cool program, though. Let me try Sarah. Sandra, are you there?
Welcome on.
Is it going around?
Yes, I am here, Father Time.
Alejandro, how you doing back there?
Hello, Captain Father Time. I'm doing wonderfully back here, spreading smiles and good vibes. Everything is running smoothly, and the passengers are settling in nicely. Let me know if there's anything specific you need from me.
This way.
All right, sounds good. Let's get the ATIS, guys. Just trying to show you what I'm doing here. You'll notice I'm more of a stream of consciousness, guys.
Temperature 8. Dew point 3. Altimeter 3030. Density altitude minus 400 feet. Arriving and departing runways 16 right, 16 left. Advise on initial contact you have information echo.
This way.
Snohomish County, Painfield, Airport, information echo. 0953 Zulu.
Good morning.
Wind 005 and 5. Visibility 10.
Hello.
Sky conditions, clear. Temperature 8. Dew point 3. Altimeter 3030. Density altitude minus 400 feet. Arriving and departing runways 16 right, 16 left. Advise on initial contact.
And now we're on clearance.
May I see your boarding pass?
And Painfield clearance, this is Air Canada 123 heavy, like clearance to Vancouver.
Hello.
I'll have your clearance in just a second.
Air Canada 123 Heavy cleared to Vancouver. Radar vectors Payne, Everett. Then as filed. Climb and maintain 4,000. Expect 16,000 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 128.5 squawk 1526. And we had to change your departure runway to 16 left.
Okay, copy 16 left, and that's Air Canada 123 heavy, clear to Vancouver. Radar vectors to Payne, then as filed. Climb maintain 4,000, expect 16,000 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 28.5 squawk 1526.
Air Canada 123 Heavy, read that correct.
This way.
1526, guys. TARA.
Hello.
Let me make sure I can go over there a little bit.
This way.
Yeah, okay. I want to make sure it's on TARA 1526, 128.5.
Captain Father Time, boarding has started smoothly, and the first passengers are aboard the plane.
Hello.
Sounds good.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Air Canada Flight 123. Air, heading to the beautiful city of Vancouver. My name is Alejandro El Hombros y Paellas, y Haciendas García de la Torre, y Pérez del Campo Rodríguez de Arrieta, alcalde municipal del Real Madrid. And I'm your purser for this flight. Please take your seats according to your boarding passes say, and make sure to stow your hand luggage in the overhead bins, or or under the seat in front of you. If you need any assistance, don't hesitate to ask one of our lovely crew members. Thank you for flying with us today, and we hope you have a pleasant journey.
All right, guys, let's take a look through the cabin, see what it looks like. I've got my drone set up here, hopefully. We'll enter through the tail. Cargo bay. Looking in the overhead. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, just going to shut that door for them. That'll be good. What do we want here? Doors. Close all. Closing. Closing. We'll wait, and then we'll arm them all once they're closed. They're all closed. Arm all. Close. Come on, little fellas.
Locking gear.
There we go. Arm all. All right, let's make sure we got automatic ground ops. Looks good. Chocks are off. Ground maintenance, a couple of tires I probably should have fixed. Everything looks like they're armed. Ground service vehicles, they're all gone. Ground connections. Looks good. We've got our flight plan is all set. There it is. Diagraph charts. We could set our departure in here. KPAE. And go with airport diagram. There it is. Looks pretty good. Current navigator with
X-ray Papa, hold short of taxiway Bravo, waiting for clearance to enter the ramp.
install nav data. Here we go. That's where I messed up, guys, right there. Okay, now I know. Updating FMC. Let's make sure I didn't dump anything, right? Let's go to nav base. Yep, did it clear everything? Yeah, it sure did. I don't care. I'm going to redo it. That's cool. Now I know I didn't have it right. That's what I was doing wrong. There it is, 2025. Okay, position init. That's all set. Route request. We got to go back to the box here. EFB. Very cool. Get to see it over again, huh, guys? Reinstall now. Okay, let's do that. With that, we can request new data from SimBrief. There it goes. Departure PAE with the weather. That's all set. Now we go back down the box. Let's do that again. Why not, right? Route requesting. And they're going to have us go on our runway. They said they changed our runway to 16 right. 16 right. Short taxi. It's nice. Route request sent. Load it. Routes updating. There it is. Route request. Still uploading. That's good. We get to do that twice. Now it does explain the database cycle that I was running into. I had never updated it since it's my first time flying it. Okay, runway. We go here. Route and runway 16 right. Let's go. Departure arrival 16 right. Arrival Grizz Payne, and I think we said 8 left. 8 right. What a mind, huh? What a mind. 8 right. 8 right. Leave that there.
Hotel Alpha, proceed to
Go to
holding
legs.
point Charlie via taxiway Bravo.
Route data, load. This is the same as the 300 was, guys, so that's pretty cool. Activate it. Forecast. Load. All looks good. And let's go init. Accept. To refuel, load it. Thrust limit. 2. What was it? 47. 47. Takeoff. 5. Make them big. I'll be on takeoff. My little fellow over here will be on legs. And I think we're pretty good. We're pretty much ready for the checklist. Oxygen's good. Flight instruments are good. Flight deck doors closed. Passenger sign. I didn't do that. Let's go to the overhead. Passenger signs are on. Looks good. MCP. 4,000 runway headings. Up. That's wrong. That's wrong. $163, I do believe. That's what it said. 163 and 136. Let me double check that. Perfect. Got to get that reset. 130. Yes, we don't. 136 looks good. 47. Ups 5 TO2. Looks good. All right, guys. MCP's ready. Takeoff speeds are good. CDU pre-flight's complete. Trim. We didn't do anything with that. 6.25. We'll have to set that. Take a takeoff brief. Want to have her do our takeoff brief? Sandra, would you like to do the takeoff brief, please?
Sure, father time. We'll be departing from runway 16 left. We'll be flying the radar vectors PAE departure with an initial climb altitude clearance to 4,000 feet. Transition altitude is 18,000 feet. After takeoff, we'll follow the SID profile, climb altituding to 16,000 feet as filed. Weather at departure shows no significant weather expected en route. In the event of an engine failure below 400 feet, we'll continue straight ahead and follow ATC instructions. Above 400 feet, we'll follow the engine out SID procedure, climb altituding to 3,000 feet before turning back. For any abnormalities or emergencies before V1, we'll reject the takeoff and apply maximum braking. After V1, we'll continue the takeoff, handle the emergency, and communicate with ATC. We have been cleared as filed. Squawk code is 1526, and departure frequency will be 128.5. We're configured for takeoff with flaps 5. V1 is 142 knots, VR is 147 knots, and V2 is 152 knots. We'll climb altitude out at V2 plus 10 knots. I think we're ready to go, Captain.
Sounds good. Nice briefing. Thank you. All right, let's get the beacon on. Everything looks good. We get the Rolls-Royce engines so we can start 2 at a time. All right, let's get started. Let's get the ground set and paint ground. This Air Canada 123 Heavy likes to push back start engines. Circles going around.
Air Canada 123 Heavy, pushback and engine start approved. Tail east.
Pushing engine start approved. Tail east for Air Canada 123 Heavy.
Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
I like this chase plane, guys. I'm having a little fun with it here. Oh, Attaboy. What didn't I do, guys? Never turned the hydraulics on or the
Ladies and
fuel.
gentlemen, a warm welcome aboard Air Canada Flight 123.
Little rusty. Yeah, I used to fly
And
this, right?
From the lovely city of Everett to the beautiful Vancouver. I'm Alejandro El Hombros y Paellas. Y Haciendas García de la Torre. Y Pérez del Campo Rodríguez de Arrieta, alcalde municipal del Real Madrid. Your purser for this flight. Our captain today is the charming Father Time. And assisting him is the talented first officer Sandra. Joining me in the cabin are our wonderful crew members, Emily, Jake, Sarah, and Michael. All here to ensure you have a pleasant journey. Our flight time today is approximately 29 minutes. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the short hop with us.
PMDG, come on. Best
If I could
product.
have your
They're
attention
unbelievable.
for a moment, I'd like to take you through our safety procedures. To
You ever want to
fasten
get
your
rid of
seatbelt,
this?
Insert the metal tip into the buckle until it clicks, and adjust the strap so it's nice and snug across your lap. To unfasten, simply lift the top of the buckle and
I think that's enough. That's enough. All right, guys, I think that's enough. All right, so here we go. 2 normal starts. Get them to disconnect here in a second.
Please set parking brakes. Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
All right. APU's shutting down. Air should be coming. Packs are on. Lights are on. Yeah, it was pretty bad not turning on the hydraulics and fuel. Pushback. For taxi, anti-ice, going to do recall up here, and then we'll do the flight controls. We'd normally not do this until everyone was clear.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Flight controls are good. Recall, ground equipment. Let's go to APU, cool down, parking brake, passenger sign, doors auto, RTO. There they are. Flash your taxi light. That's good. All right, 4 taxi checks complete. Flaps are 5, 4 takeoff checks actually complete.
Alpha taxi to holding point Bravo 2 via taxiway Alpha.
Taxiing to holding point Bravo 2 via Alpha King Air 145 Kilo Alpha.
We're on ground. And ground, Air Canada 123 heavy taxi.
Air Canada 123, heavy. Pushback and engine start approved. Tail east.
And Air Canada 123 heavy is ready for taxi to runway 16 right.
Air Canada 123, heavy. Taxi to runway 16 right via Alpha 3, Alpha Echo Lima Golf, Golf 1.
Okay, Air Canada 123 heavy taxi to 16 right via Alpha 3, Alpha Echo Lima Golf, Golf 1. That's 16 left, so we're not gonna worry about that, guys. We'll just go straight up ahead here. Go back in. Trying to get used to this chase plane. It's pretty cool. Okay, let's go there. Brakes release. Clear left. Clear right. Let's see how this bad boy flies. Power's coming up. Engine sounds. I've heard some critiques about the engine sounds, the sounds in the cockpit things. as a real pilot, or retired, albeit retired, never really bothered me. I always thought they were just fine as they were. By the way, you got the toga button here. Anyway, so weights, winds, and temperatures we came in below. We got to get our stab trim set to 6.5. Flight controls. $6.25. There it is. Flight attendants prepare for takeoff. Chime up.
762, Foxtrot Romeo cross runway 22, contact ground on 121.9.
Crossing runway 22, contacting ground on 121.9, Falcon 762, Foxtrot Romeo.
Air Canada 123 Heavy, you'd like to go to tower frequency.
Air Canada 123 Heavy, contact tower on 120.2.
120.2, Air Canada 123 Heavy. And tower, Air Canada 123 Heavy is ready for takeoff 16 right.
Air Canada 123 Heavy, Snohomish County Airport Tower, runway 16 right, wind 05 at 5, fly runway heading, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 16 right and runway heading, Air Canada 123 Heavy. All right, clear for takeoff, finals clear. Let's go. Route of flight, as we mentioned, basically just going to take out, we're going to eventually intercept the departure here. Runway heading for now. So we're being heading select, and we have VNAV set. If we lose an engine, we'll come back in here at 3,000 feet and land on 16 right, plenty of runway. Definitely not 16 left. That is one short runway over there. Fire up these big Rolls Royces. Got to make sure that we have the nose straightened on these 777s before we come up with takeoff power. Or you'll get a takeoff warning. I think it sounds great, guys. Toga.
Skylane 422 Alpha Mike, hold short
Plus
of runway 22 traffic on short final.
80.
Holding short of runway 22, Skylane 422 Alpha Mike.
V1.
And rotate. See how it flies. Nice. How's the rate gear up? Runway heading 4,000 feet. $1,500 feet, power comes back. There it is.
Air Canada 123 Heavy, contact departure.
Go to departure, Air Canada 123 Heavy. 3 for 4.
Air Canada.
Departure, Air Canada 123 Heavy's out of 3,000 for 4,000. Flaps 1. Flaps up. departure Air Canada 123 Heavy is leveling at 4,000.
Air Canada 123 Heavy, Boeing departure, radar contact, cleared direct Bezov.
Air Canada 123 Heavy, cleared direct Bezov. All right, gears up, flaps up, brakes are disarmed, box, legs, Bezov. There we go, execute it, and LNAV it. Here we go.
Air Canada 123 Heavy, climb and maintain 16,000.
Climb and maintain 16,000, Air Canada 123 Heavy.
Air Canada 123 Heavy, maintain 16,000.
16,000, Air Canada 123 Heavy. There we go. Power's coming up. 16,000 is set. Wow, that is so cool. Wow.
Air Canada 123 Heavy, contact Seattle approach on 120.1.
120.1 Air Canada 123 Heavy. Hey guys, this chase plane is cool. 126.1. Let's go. Radio panel. 120.1. Air Canada 123 Heavy's out of 7,000 for 16,000.
Air Canada 123 Heavy, Seattle departure. Good afternoon, Everett altimeter 30.30.
3030 Air Canada 123 Heavies. Good afternoon. Very, very cool. Very cool, guys. I'm having fun. All right, here we go. How about the after takeoff checklist? Takeoff checklist is complete. All right, coming to 16,000, looking good. Let's get ready. Top of climb here, top of descent's there, so no rest for the weary. They're planning on sending us, they said, to 8 right. Let's check the ATIS here. Nothing. Meet our 16 right. Yeah, it looks like it's still favoring it. And it's a nice day, just up the road. 3030, that makes it easy. No altimeter 0 out of 10. Overhead. Chime them out of 10. Desterilized. Approach. 8 right. ILS 8 right. 209. Just setting the barrow down there. I'm like a crazy guy.
Sierra Mike, maintain 4,000, expect vectors for the visual 24.
Maintaining 4,000, expecting vectors for the visual 2469er Sierra Mike.
Just in the nick of time, 15 for 16. And 209 is set. Who's better than us? No one. Leveling at 16. Chase plane, you're the best, man. Look at that beautiful scenery. Oh. And here's the top of descent. Let's take a look at that real quick. We're going direct Bizov.
Air Canada 123. Heavy, expect the Grizz 7 arrival. Expect to descend in about 5 minutes. Feel free to ask if you'd like it sooner. Expect the ILS runway 8 right approach into Vancouver via YVR.
Okay, we expect the Grizz 7 arrival. We'll expect to descend in about 5 minutes. We'll call you if we need to descend, and we'll expect the ILS 8 right to YVR. Air Canada 123. All right, top of descent's right there, guys.
Air Canada 123. Heavy, descend via Grizz 7 for the ILS runway 8 right approach into Vancouver via YVR altimeter 30.27.
Descend via the Grizz 7 for 1027, and that's for Air Canada 123 Heavy. Looks like 3,000 is the altitude. 3,000. Have that set. It's clear to descend via. Could have changed that to 1,000. I know, guys. 1,000. Profiles armed. 3,000's in the window. Looking good. Top of descent once again. All right, we've got egret for jets between 10 and 12 and 280. This is 250. 250, not 280. I'm going to put in 250 and 10. That way it's conservative, guys. 250 and 10, even though it's a block. And Orban.
7,000 report, passing through 5,000.
Climbing to 7,000, will report passing 5,000
Oh,
FedEx
guys.
1482 Heavy.
Why didn't you tell me? We'll keep 250 in there, but it's this one. Can't believe you guys didn't tell me. We're going the other way, aren't we? 280. There we go. I'll put 280 and 10. Good catch, Captain. All right, 280, and that's why we check it, right? 280 and 10, Tango above 10, Tatco above 10, Namni 210 and 3. Woo, that was pretty bad. In Vancouver at 8, there we go. All right, we're all good there. That was bad. And then approach speed, we'll go flaps 30, 127. Looks good. And there's the top of descent coming up. We got 3,000 set. We got the box set. Approach briefing. Sandra, would you brief the approach to ILS 8 right, please? Here comes the descent.
Sure, Father Time. We'll be arriving in Vancouver on runway 8 right, using the ILS approach. We'll be flying the Grizz 7 arrival. Transition level is 18,000 feet. After the star, we'll intercept the ILS to runway 8 right. Weather at arrival shows winds 065 at 4 knots, visibility 10 miles, few clouds at 24,000 feet, no significant weather expected. In the event of a missed approach, we'll follow the published missed approach procedure. For any abnormalities, we'll communicate with ATC and execute a go-around or missed approach as needed. Squawk code remains 1526, and approach frequency will be 118.2. We'll configure for landing with flaps 30. Final approach speed will be 135 knots. I think we're ready for the arrival, Captain.
Thanks, Sandra. And I'm sure Alejandro is ready back there, and I'm going to spare you his arrival briefing. All right, we're in VNAV, LNAV set up.
Shannon 294 cleared for residential chemtrail off at or above
Should be 280 at egret.
Chemtrail off
Right now the
Shannon 294,
speed,
have a great day.
probably because the econ speed is here. Oh, I'll just leave it 280. It was going to try to accelerate. Here we go. It was going to try to accelerate at egret to get to 280. So here we go. Yeah, we should have called out of 16,000 for 3,000 on the Grizz 7 arrival. I think that's it. Let's go to the checklist. This is so much fun. Recall. Recall is good. No notes, auto brakes. Yeah, we'll go 2. Landing data, we should check that. Approach briefs complete. Normal altimeters are set. And then we'll go back to the EFB. Landing. There we go. Got a landing distance. Good. Runway length. You got plenty of runway. Out of 10, we're just going to ding them. That's fun getting used to everything. Going to leave all the lights on. We'll even turn on the runway things. We'll go wing lights on. Get it loaded up. Slowing down to 250 below 10. Nice job, PMDG. It's making all its limits. A little more views. Little flyby action for you. What's going on back there? Well, that's a world view. How's that? That's what's on the ground. Yeah. Cool. All right, back inside. Enough of that nonsense. All right, so it's coming in here. We're setting up for ILS 8 right.
Pacific 1323, you're following the 767, 12 o'clock and 6 miles.
I should have saved that.
Following the 767 Pacific 1323.
See, this is the other Grizz arrival, guys, from the flight plan. The one that we're actually doing is going the other way. It's coming up and going over Tango and NACMA. Tango, NACMA. So it'll be a right base. Very nice. Some of the other views. Cabin's ready. This is Saunders' view. What a machine. Look at all these programs, guys. So, yeah, I look like a NASCAR commercial with all these things on my screen. PMDG, 777, you got chase plane, say attention, GSX. I love this stuff. So cool. All right, there's 10,000. Remember, I had changed the, well, TACTO's at or above 10, so we're good there. I changed that other one to a hard altitude at 10, so it kind of droned in. not the most fuel efficient thing I've ever done. Speed brake's arm. We're not gonna need it. I should write down my speeds. I haven't done that yet. And let me write those down on my cheat sheet here. I forget them from all these years. 255 for flaps 1. Flaps 5 is 235. I used to know all these for the 300 and 200. Flaps 15 is 215. Flaps 20 is 195. 25 is 185. And flaps 30 is 170.
Descending to 4,000, Lufthansa 442.
I have those written down. We used to go say like speed below 250 flaps 1, 255. Speed below 235 flaps 5. We'd make sure we didn't overspeed. A lot of maintenance there. And I think I'd like to have a PFD view. It's really nice like that. The altimeter they said was 1017. I do believe on the ATIS. Weather 30.
Air Canada 123. Heavy, contact Vancouver approach on 132.3.
132.3 Air Canada 123 heavy. So guys, I could it says 132.3. Huh, that doesn't seem like the right frequency there. 132.3, that's going into, let me see something here, guys. Boundary Bay Airport. Oh, that's the wrong airport. That's why. Yeah. Air Canada 123 heavy at 10,000, descending to 3,000 via the Grizz 7. See the
Air Canada 123 heavy, Vancouver approach. Good afternoon, Vancouver, altimeter 30.27.
3027 Air Canada 123 heavy. 3027 set 1, 2, 3 times. I do believe. Let's go, since we have our thing here, let's go over and check the co-pilot. 3027. Nice.
Delta 1221.
Chase Flame. Digging it, guys. So it's only 6:45 in the morning. My deal with my wife is I can come play and be the child that I am, but I have to do it off hours usually. Once in a while I'll get freed up in the afternoon, but there's a lot of stuff to do. It's beautiful. Vancouver.
Air Canada 123 heavy, direct Vancouver. Descend and maintain 3,000 cleared for the ILS runway 8 right approach. Vancouver transition.
Okay, Air Canada 123 heavy, descend and maintain 3,000 clear for the ILS 8 right approach. Vancouver transition. Oh, that's different, guys. All right, so we're going to do this. We're descending to 3,000. Departure arrival. 8 right, Vancouver transition. They want some drag. What is a Vancouver transition? Charts. That was one I did not expect. 8 right Vancouver transition. Let's have an 8 right transition here. I don't know. Let's do some headings here, guys. I think I'll just do a heading select. pretty much is what's on here, guys. Here we go. NACMA, bubble, 8 right. Yeah, what we'll do is we'll come up here and keep flying this arrival on NACMA, then right. Because if you look on Vancouver transition, 8 right, Vancouver transition, I'm sure you guys know what this is. I don't see any transitions on there. Are there stars? Yeah, maybe there's a transition. You guys could probably tell me this. 8 right, Vancouver transition. Yeah, whatever. We'll come up here and make a right-hand turn, do our thing.
Southwest 399er, reduce speed to 180, then descend and maintain 4,000.
Slowing to 180, then down to 4,000, Southwest 399er.
EGRAD 280, 210, 210 NACMA. So let's just do this. 210 NAC and 3,000, what we're supposed to be right there. NACMA 210 and 3,000. And we'll go flaps to, what do we got? Below 235. There we go, flaps 5. Coming to 5, and we'll put in 210 here. I think they would want us to be on a direct NACMA, quite honestly. And we're at 210, going direct NACMA. From NACMA, we'll transition on over. Put some flaps out there, nice. You can see that the we're good here. As long as we're at 210 and above 3, we're good. And the vertical nav thinks we're just fine. After NACMA, we'll transition on over to the final. Speed brakes armed. Pretty area, huh? That. So cool. So cool. We'll let it do the heading, then we'll turn around, making sure we stay on once we hit NACMA.
Cirrus 1234 X-ray cleared for the RNAV, follow the American B737.
Cleared RNAV following the American 1234 X-ray.
All right, let's get vector ourselves on in. Bubble, above 3. Here we go. Babble, not bubble. Man, PMDG makes a good product. Little tower view, there we are. We're coming. All right, we can go more. It's kind of sloppy, guys. I didn't. I could have. And Babel's at or above 3.
Air Canada 123, contact Vancouver Tower on 125.65.
12565, Air Canada 123. 2565. Air Canada 123 Heavy is on final for 8 right.
Air Canada 123 Heavy, Vancouver Tower, wind 065 at 4. Runway 8 right, clear to land.
Clear to land 8 right, Air Canada 123 Heavy. Speed brakes armed. 127 is the final approach speed. We'll go with 132. Here comes the glide slope. We'll hand fly it on in when we get there. Tappy, we should be about 180, be good. Right now we have flaps 15, spoiler levers armed.
Diamond 371 Bravo Charlie, traffic is a Cessna on a 2-mile final. Caution wake turbulence.
Acknowledge Diamond 371
Looks like we're in the
Bravo,
right place, huh? Yeah, it's a little funky, that. But here we go. Gear down. The speed back. Haven't even thought about where we're taxiing to yet. Speed below 195, flaps 20. And speed below 185, flaps 25. Speed below gonna be below 170. Once we do that, we'll go flaps 30 and we'll get the checklist started. This approach altitude is set.
$2,500.
Kind of to the 2,000. Interesting, it'll be higher than that, but we'll just leave it there. And we are clear to land. Flaps 30. Approach speed set 132. Before landing checklist is complete. Clear to land. Let's see what the N1s look like. The Eepers, rather. See how she flies. Autopilot's off. What I should have done, though, is check the after landing. 8 right. Left-hand turn off. We'll figure it out from there. All right. Let's fly the airplane. Sitting there yapping, right? Take a view. Wow, it's not turning, guys. Not turning.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 30.
We'll have to turn the autopilot back on. My yoke is not working. Hang on a second. That's disturbing. Let me get it stable here, see if I can figure this out. I'm going to try the autopilot off again.
1,000.
See if I can turn it now. Yeah, that was weird. I'm always open to the fact that it might have been me, guys. Don't know. It appears to be responding now. Always an adventure with Father Time. All right, my confidence is a little shook up here. All right, we are clear to land.
Approaching minimums.
Taking over visually. On the Vazzies, red over white.
Minimums.
Yeah, the little engines are a little different. Wow, jumping around here.
100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Welcome to Vancouver. I don't know, guys. That's a little squirrely flight characteristics. Just is 80 knots. Coming back for me? Yeah, okay. Well, all right.
Air Canada 123, welcome to Vancouver. Contact ground on 121.7.
21.7. Air Canada 123 Heavies, landing on 8 right, we're clearing.
Falcon 762, Foxtrot Romeo, hold short of runway 24, traffic on final approach.
Holding short of runway 24, Falcon 762, Foxtrot Romeo.
And ground, Air Canada 123 Heavies, clearing 8 right.
Air 145 Kilo Alpha, continue taxi via taxiways Bravo and Charlie, hold short of runway 12.
Continuing taxi via Bravo and Charlie, holding short of runway 12, King Air 145 Kilo Alpha.
Air Canada 123, taxi to gate via Delta 2 Delta Hotel Juliet Juliet Bravo. Good day.
Taxi gate, Delta 2 Delta Hotel Juliet Juliet Bravo, good day. Figure this out in a second, guys. Flaps up, please, after landing. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Engine sounds on final a little funky. I was getting a lot of frame loss there. I have a pretty much a turbo-charged airplane computer here, so I'm not sure about that. Not sure about any of that. This is taxiing. Why isn't it turning? It's not turning. Okay, all right. We're not worried about it. We're not scared. Delta 2, Delta, Joliet, Juliet, Bravo. Okay, let's go here. Juliet. Go up and take a ride. Don't know what's going on there. Okay, so after landing check. Yeah, I don't know. A little funky. Little funky. I'm going to have to test this out again. Now the nose wheel steering is working. Maybe I had a little rudder in there. You know how that goes. There's Delta, Hotel Juliet, Juliet Bravo. Hotel Juliet, Juliet Bravo. Okay, that sounds good. Not blaming the airplane, guys. A lot of times it's the pilot, the sim pilot, right?
Airbus 450 Alpha Bravo, taxi to runway 09 via taxiways Golf and Foxtrot.
Taxiing to runway 09 via Golf and Foxtrot Airbus 450 Alpha Bravo.
Yeah, I'm going to try something here. So here's my nose wheel steering on my HOTA stick. I'm going to deflect the rudder and try to use, nope. So that's what it is. When I have rudder deflected, that's maybe a setting in my sim. When I have rudder deflected on my rudder pedals, I have the pendulum rudder pedals. I need to, it's not, the nose wheel steering is going to work. I think that's a PMDG setup. So now I know. As far as on final, the engines are a little bit probably dramatic, not bad. Something was happening with the the roll there. I'll have to research that a little bit, figure it out. Brent Hotel, next right is Juliet. Well, that's Golf. Sometimes these are behind a little bit, aren't they? Yeah, we're gonna go right here. There's Juliet. Yeah, let's blame me. And leave it at that. Yeah, there's something on the, I remember now, on the PMDG for the nose wheel steering that you have to set to make it, the rudder pedals on. I thought I brought the flaps up. I guess I didn't. I'm sitting here talking. Juliet. This is Lima coming up, which is right here. Juliet Bravo's in between the terminals. And they didn't really give us a gate, did they? Nah. We'll pick a gate when we get over there. All right, good. So what I learned in school today, great product. Engines, yeah, maybe the engine noises are a little funky. I've got to set my tiller setting, and now I'm remembering on PMDGs you have to do that, which I did not do. Since I have a HOTA stick tied up, once I used the rudder pedals when I was landing, I was overriding my HOTA stick, and it caused that silliness. On final, don't know what that was. There was a while there where nothing was working. My aileron axis, spoiler axis was not working. Don't know what that was. No excuse. After landing checks complete. Juliet Bravo should be coming up. Juliet Bravo's the second one. And it will find the gate.
Gulfstream 671 Gulf Sierra, continue taxi on taxiway Alpha, hold short of runway 22.
Continuing on Alpha, holding short of runway 22, Gulfstream 671 Gulf Sierra.
Okay, I've got my nose wheel steering in here. I think what that was I was on a chase plane, and maybe what I did, guys, I know what I did. I touched my chase plane, and I hadn't clicked the screen. So once again, it wasn't PMDG, it was me. I had touched chase plane, so I wasn't actually controlling. Because watch, if I go to a chase plane view outside, and now it's not working. So that's what it was. And then you got to click back onto the screen. Oh man. Okay. So PMDG, I am very sorry for that. I'm going to publish it because it's cool and it's something to learn. So if you are using chase plane, you make sure you are clicking on the screen. The controls won't work. I'm learning. Let's go to overhead. Turn off the taxi lights so we don't blind anyone. Back to pilot view. Click back on the screen. Yep, that's it. That's what the problem was. Now it's not working. Click back on the screen. There we go. All right, so that's what it was, guys. You got to make sure you're out of chase plane. You got to click back onto the screen to make it work. I'm gonna publish it because this is an experiment with chase plane, right? So, as well as the PMDG. PMDG, outstanding product as usual. And there we go. We'll stop the airplane. Set the brakes. Brakes apart. Seatbelt sign is off. AP is established. Chop both engines. Back to the overhead. AP air is on auto. We'll turn off the hydraulic pumps. So I made a few mistakes, didn't I? Hydraulic pumps and fuel, didn't get those. This pump will stay on because of the APU. We'll set this, we'll kill the bacon. We'll get GSX going. Get them deboarding.
Deboarding requested.
Air Canada.
Falcon 762, Foxtrot Romeo cross runway 24, contact ground on 121.9.
Yeah. Yep, lousy parking job. See if I get my drone to work here.
121.9 Falcon 762, Foxtrot Romeo.
Open aft cargo. All right, let's go inside and I'll open all that stuff. Oh, let's see. Ground operations, door operations, aft cargo. Just open them all. Help them all out. Disarm all too. And open all. Ground service vehicles, ground connections. Do jetway plugs.
Passengers deboarding starting.
Landing checklist, we did that. Lots of speed brakes. And that was landing, we did normal. We got shutdown checklist. Jog panels, parking brakes. We should set the parking brakes. We should put some chocks in there. Set chocks. Then we can do the brakes.
Goodbye. Good afternoon.
There we go.
Goodbye.
And secure checklist. Aileroo off, emergency lights off, and packs are off. One to the packs.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Aileroo's off.
Good afternoon.
Leave the rest going because we have people on board. All right, let's go outside. Fly around, take a look at this beautiful beast. Cargo view. I don't know, guys. Unbelievable. You guys are the best. All right, well, we don't need to finish up with this.
Alpha Bravo, hold short of taxiway.
Let's get out of here. Oh my God, that was frightening. All right, guys.
Holding short of taxiway Alpha Airbus 450 Alpha Bravo.
What do I say? Airplanes unbelievable. Chase planes unbelievable. Say intentions unbelievable. I'm not. Please subscribe. I'll get better. Love you guys. Take care. Father Time is out.